My name is Savvy Simon. I'm from the Mi'kmaq tribe from Elsipogtog, New Brunswick. And I'm going to tell you a little story about what it's like to be a Native person and what it's like to be fatherless. And that's a part of our struggle. And I know other cultures can relate. And I just want to tell this story because I feel that it can give hope to some of those who might have a hard time being fatherless. So, when my mother got pregnant with me, my father, he wasn't ready to be a dad, and so he actually wanted for my mother to not have me. So thankfully, my mother is pro-life, and she decided that she's gonna be a single mother and go back home and raise me with my grandparents. So I was raised by my mother and my grandmother and my grandfather, and growing up it was really different because I had my mom. She's so strong, just a strong woman, and she did what she had to do to be a mom and to be a dad in my life. And so she was very tough, very tough love, very strong woman, and she was like a rock. She was my rock. She was my protector, my bear. And so, I didn't know at the time what it was like, and I still don't know what it's like to be a single mom. And I give so much props to those who are single parents. But when I was young, it was really hard because I didn't have a dad there to protect me. But also I felt like I didn't have a mother there to be all lovey-dovey with me. And so I often felt incomplete or lost or, unloved. I felt like, why doesn't my dad want me? Even after all these years, why doesn't he call? Why doesn't he want to get to know me? And I just didn't understand. And I would always ask my mom, when am I going to meet him? When can I want to see what features I have of him. I want to know what personality traits I have of his. And so my mom just said, you have to wait until you're 18 years old. You have to wait because I want you to be strong enough. In case he rejects you, I want you to be strong enough to handle it. So after a few years, I finally understood her reasoning and just respected it. And all I knew about my dad is that he is Ojibwe, and he's from Ontario, and he's from Georgina Island, and that he was a rock star. And he actually used to play for Buffy St. Marie, who is one of my favorite icons, my favorite First Nation singers and advocate, and just an amazing woman. And so my dad used to play for her guitar, and he also had his own band called Rain Dance, and he's the lead singer. And I found out that I have a brother and a sister from him. And by the time that I turned 18, I was in college and I was studying tourism and hospitality management. And I got a phone call that my father passed away. And when I got that call, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Like, to me, that didn't occur to me that could happen, or, that meeting him wasn't even going to be an option anymore. It just really sunk in, and all my life I just grew up not ever thinking about that as being an option. It was just like, I will meet him one day. I know I will. I'm gonna see what he's like. I was always really excited to meet him, and so when he passed away, it was like, wow. So I'm never gonna meet this person ever here on Earth, and it was really hard. It was hard to deal with, for sure. And it was only through prayer and through my dreams that I was able to connect with my dad. God actually gave him to me in my dreams, so I saw him watching over me and taking care of me and telling me that he's proud of me, and just keep doing the good work. And so I felt closer to him when he was in heaven than ever before on earth. And I really appreciated him coming to me. That really meant a lot. And I guess like in my teen years growing up not having a dad, I just felt like I was not worthy enough. I felt like I just didn't have that daddy's girl, ever type of relationship. And I just always wondered, like, well, who's going to walk me down the aisle one day, or who's going to dance with me at prom, like the father-daughter dance, and just all those things, right? And so I started to get into relationships when I was a very young girl. I was a young teenage girl, and I started to get into relationships. And what I realize now as a grown woman, actually, I just had like an epiphany this week. And so this is why I'm doing this video, because finally, fully, it's like a full circle, right? Your life goes and you don't know where you're going sometimes, and then finally something happens and it all comes together, and you learn things. So what I learned is that because of that lack of love that I didn't get from my father, and just that lack of love at home, like that love that I was really missing was, the fully like babying me, and just like me being a suck and my dad just daddying me, that kind of stuff, right? So because I had the lack of that, I clung to guys and I wanted to fill that void. So I was trying to fill that empty space with boyfriends and boys, and attention, and looking for attention, and I realize now that all those years, like, that I was in unhealthy relationships, and because I was lacking that love, I was accepting what I thought was love, but I was accepting behaviors and things to happen to me that were not love, and I was doing it because I was so desperate for love. And so what I finally realized this year is that, when I was able to take time off of relationships and just focus on my spirit and my soul and prayer and connecting with my creator, connecting with my relationship with my maker, who made me, who created me with a purpose, that's only when I was able to realize that, it's all those years that I was so lost, and I just wanted love so bad that I was just accepting what I thought was love but truly wasn't, and I was accepting things that were not meant for me. And until I realized that, until I could find a relationship with God, then I can be truly happy, and then I can know what I truly deserve and what my standards are and what my worth is. And I've only truly realized this year. And so this is why I'm doing this video. I got inspired by Mike Scott. Shout outs to you if you see this. You sharing your stories and just being so real, and that you're First Nation. It means the world to us, and we thank you for that. And I want more people to rise up and wake up, and realize that even if your life is crappy right now, that as long as you just tap into your soul and your spirit, and you connect with yourself, and you connect with your creator, the person, the being, the human, whatever you want to call him, God, Niskam, the maker that created you, when you tap into that relationship and you know that you belong to him and not anyone on this earth, it just feels so powerful. It feels so spiritual. It feels so real, and I've never felt so loved before in my life than I do now. And it's like no matter what human on earth tries to break my spirit, they can't, because who loves me the most is my God. And me and my God, we have a really good relationship, and I'll always have a great relationship with him from now on. And from now on, when I get into a relationship with somebody, now it's going to be God in the center. We have to have the Christ or whoever you believe in. I believe in Jesus. Jesus is my savior. He saved me from a lot of pain in my life. He was my best friend that's only been there for me when everyone else wasn't there. He's been there. And so for me, when I get into a relationship, it's got to have that God at the core that's going to keep us together, because it's like a triangle, right? There's me, there's the other person I'm in a relationship with, and we keep God at the center. We're going to naturally gravitate toward each other. And that way, we can have mercy on each other if we make mistakes. We can forgive each other, because that person is not God. I'm not their God. Only God is God. So that way we can realize we're humans, we make mistakes. So this is just a big epiphany that's happened for me, and I just feel really good that I'm finally able to understand after all these years that, why was I in so many bad relationships, and, why did I stay so long, and why did I accept those type of people to treat me that way that I didn't deserve, and it's only now, and I want the best for you. I want you to find true love. And if you're in a bad relationship right now, I want you to pray, and I want you to really seek out inside of your heart what's best for you, and ask God, what does God want for you? Because God is our creator, He's our maker, and He knows who is best for us. He knows who will treat us the best. He has that all laid out. Sometimes we just have to let go and let God and have that trust. And so just having that it's so freeing. I feel so free. I don't have to worry anymore. Who is He? Where is He? When is He going to come? No, it's all in God's hands. And that's why I love to go and do motivational speaking and share workshops on healthy relationships and what is my worth. What about setting standards? What are those? Why do I need standards and boundaries and red flags? I love doing all that stuff because from experience and from the pain and from, having God turn my mess into a message, because the truth will set you free. And I do want what's best for you. I want you to feel that freedom. I want you to have a good life that you deserve. Do whatever it takes to get there. Feed your spirit, feed your soul. Rise above. I love you all. I'm Sidnogama. It means all my relations.